We're here shooting in my house. It's Sunday, the day before Labor Day, and we're gonna kind of take you through the week a little bit. We had kind of a shortened week because of the holiday, and we're gonna kind of run through some other projects that we've got going on. We've been on the Whitley for the last, I think, 14 weeks, but it's been 9 months that we've been there in total, and it's just kind of getting hard to get shots after shots after shots of kind of the same thing. We're gonna start doing drywall in there next week, so we should get some shots of that as well. But in the meantime, we have a couple other projects that we've got going on. We're gonna be introducing you guys to a Chick-fil-A that we're doing in Minnesota, a Chick-fil-A, or excuse me, I'm sorry, a Shake Shack in Milwaukee. We've got a Grand Appliance that we're gonna be starting in Sturtevant, Wisconsin. And then we're also bidding a brewing company that's going to be starting here in the next few weeks too. There's also going to be a school that we're doing and a restaurant, all kind of in the next 6 to 8 weeks. So we should get some pretty good shots of that. The first spot that we went to this week was Grand Appliance Sturtevant. This is one of our major clients. We've done, I think, 8 to 10 projects with them, whether it's their warehouse remodel or their brand new build outs or just interior remodels for some of their projects. Now, they're a major supplier in northern Illinois, southern Wisconsin as far as appliances, obviously, but they're going to be moving their headquarters from Zion, Illinois to Sturtevant, Wisconsin, which is about 30 minutes over the border. We are going to be doing the roof curbing on top of the tilt up, and then we're going to be doing the interior framing for all of their offices for the distribution center. Max and I went out to the project. We wanted to see how far out we were as far as roof curbing and framing, but we found out that they're going to be doing the tilt up probably in about 2 weeks. So we're maybe 4 to 6 weeks out from actually doing the roof curbing, and then I think that they said October, November for the interior framing. Since we were in Wisconsin, we had another project in Beloit that we wanted to go check out. It's about 45 minutes to an hour away, and we just happened to go there on the wrong day.
I don't know. I think they're going to be moved out by Tuesday or Wednesday of next week.
Shooting?
Yeah. We were just talking about the school.
So did he tell you?
No.
Tyler? So I f***ed up.
What?
Wrong day.
Shut up.
It's tomorrow.
We're supposed to meet Ryan somewhere else?
No, they got the G5 Brewing in downtown.
So we're supposed to meet in downtown today?
Because that's Union. It's tomorrow.
So since we were there on the wrong day, Max went up the following day to meet with a general contractor and do the whole walkthrough with them and get submittals for some of our other projects. G5 Brewing is a company, I haven't necessarily ever heard of them before, but they're going to be in Beloit, Wisconsin. They're going to be built kind of on the top of a hill I think it's going to be one of the mainstays of that road, of that town, once it gets built up, because it's going to be on top of the hill and it's got the nice view from there.
Do you have my number, Ryan?
I don't think I do, Max.
The politics.
Now we're back to the Whitley. We are coming around the southeast side for the brick. The brickies are then running west around the backside, doing all of their stone. Our guys did all of our drip edge. We have the TPO, the penthouse roof crew, coming next week. And we are actually gonna be starting drywall. The guys stocked it on Friday and Saturday. So we're gonna rock behind the tubs for our 1 hour rating between demising walls. The plumbers are still going at it. The HVAC contractor is starting to really start setting some of his black iron and some of his duct work, and he actually set a lot of his units. And now we have the sprinkler system ready to be installed as well. So they just dropped stuff off late this week, and now we're going to start doing that. But we should be getting a lot of progress on really drying this project out. For us as a company, we don't necessarily want to focus just on Whitley. We want to make sure that we're servicing our other general contractors as well. We've got about probably 5 or 6 different ones we work with. You kind of want to add a few every few months that you want to work for, and then you can kind of weed out general contractors that maybe you don't get along with, or that don't work necessarily the way that you do, but are good payers. So you kind of have to find out what your strengths are and work with those general contractors that you can work within, because I try and be as stand-up company as I possibly can. And so you want to find general contractors that are the exact same way. When you're first started in business, it doesn't always work out like that. You look at the money first, and then everything else becomes secondary. But those contractors that might be paying the most for that project might not be the best payers. And I've found that out a lot of times too, is that they've given you, oh, hey, here's your contract, and then it comes back, it wasn't really worth what you thought it was because of all the headaches. So that's why we are kind of looking at going after better general contractors that are easier to work with, and we need to bring up our standards as well as far as our workmanship and everything else. So I'm not saying that we're necessarily at fault. There was a project a few months ago that I bought $10,000 in doors for that I fucked up. That was on me. But the contractor wasn't necessarily the best to work with either, and I'm still waiting on payment from that, even though I ate those doors. So you always want to find somebody that you can actually work with, somebody that is manageable and that you can create an existing relationship with, or I'm sorry, excuse me, a lasting relationship with, because that's what the whole game is about. Hope you guys have a great weekend. It's Labor Day. Hope you had all the barbecue stuff going on, and hope you guys have a great weekend, and we'll be back with some more projects in the next following weeks.
Whole entire center section, first floor. Everything. I got it right on the lens is what I got.
So sun chips are my favorite, and I may be weird, but this is the only way that I eat them. Because the best part is the crumbs.